Okay, in this example, we've got a team fight, and this is from Vayne's perspective. So the fight already starts off kind of awkward. As soon as Vi comes in, basically, like, get rid of this, grab this. So, like, the whole fight is, like, really, like, strange. Like, you've got Kali's, like, creeping over here. Can't really see her right now. Got you and Thresh here. You know, you've got Darius and Shaco, like, over here. And Nasus is in here. I'll use a different color for Nasus. There's Nasus. There's Leona. Ezreal's, like, all the way over here. You got Vi here. So this is, like, a really awkward, weird, spread out fight. They have Baron, and, like, you're not in your base. You're, like, outside your base. I don't really know why. So it's kind of like a strange positioning. Vi just use Vault Breaker, and you need to run away, which you're doing, which is good. Basically, at this point in the fight, you got to think about, like, okay, what do we have? We've got Mercurial Scimitar. You can pop Leona ult with that. You can pop Vi ult. You can pop Deathmark from Zed. You can pop Wither from Nasus. Depending on the situation, you might have to adjust and choose which one of those to pop. Highest value would be popping Deathmark or a Nasus Wither. It depends. You also have Blade of the Ruined King, right? You have no heal, no flash. That's pretty bad. But you have Final Hour up. So what you want to be thinking is your Akali's here. So, like, this is, like, your safe zone right now. Like, this is your box, right? You want to be in this box, and you are in this box. This Akali is going to come up, like, from here. Like, wherever the fuck she is. Like off the screen right now. She's gonna, like, come up from here. She's gonna, like, lurk here, basically, right? And she's gonna wait like a trapdoor spider to, like, jump on whoever chases you. Like, all these come up this way, right? And I'm sure these people are eventually gonna come back. And, like, obviously Vi is just, like, gunning for you. She's, like, trying to kill Vayne. And Akali is just gonna, like, sit here, right? So, like, Akali, this is your box. So you got Thresh, looks like he's going to try to protect you. You got Akali chilling back here. This is definitely where you want to be. This zone. And you want to continue to kite this way, right? Because if you kite this way, they're going to have to run through your teammates, right? Who are going to be, like, all up in this area, okay? And then as far as Shaco and Darius, I mean, you can't really worry about them, but inevitably the fight is going to shift this way, right? Because all these guys are going to, like, react to all these guys coming in. So it's, like, going to be, like, mutual. Like, these two groups are going to, like, end up probably converge in here and maybe fight it out, and then maybe focus you or Akali or something. Anyway, so that's what you want to be thinking, alright? So let's play this a little bit. Stop for one auto attack on Vi. Thresh pops Banshee's Veil. And then... So I like that you're staying behind Thresh. That's perfect. Okay. Vi uses Vault Breaker. Unfortunately, she pops Thresh's hook, which is not a nice play by her, right? So now you're really in good shape. I mean, Thresh has Face of the Mountain, right? So you shouldn't be using QSS here. Mercurial Scimitar, excuse me. And you're not, because you're about half health. Akali and Thresh are going to come in here, and you still have Blade of the Ruined King for the heal. And Thresh is going to face you, I assume. And it's just Leona. Like, Vi just used a lot of her burst damage. Her Vault Breaker's up, but, you know, that's pretty much all they got. And as soon as you come out of this combo, and Thresh is going to be CCing them, Akali's going to be smacking Vi, you should live, and you should be able to start lifestealing. The advantageous part is this fight actually hasn't shifted past here yet. Right? So you still have Shaco and Darius up here. I don't know if this is a real Shaco or not, but anyway, these guys are all kind of here. So Leona had shifted here, basically, and Zed shifted down, and Nasus shifted down, and Ezreal's just chilling here. So you kind of have like a 2v2 going on over here, which is good, right? Because you don't have to worry about Zed right now, or Nasus. So all you got to do is, going back to our last drawing, like, you just got to kite this way, continue to kite this way. You still have a tower down here. You can continue to kite this way, or you can continue to kite this way. This is more optimal. Like, this is the best because you, like, this is just closer to your base. It's pretty much always better closer to your base. But either way is probably acceptable in this scenario, right? So, pretty predictably, they burn everything on you. You use Quicksilver Sash, though. So, I would say if you were going to use Quicksilver Sash, you should have used it earlier to pop Vi ult and then spin out of Leona ult. But you do use it here, and Thresh uses Face on you, and it seems to be working out fine. So you focus Vi, that was really good focus, right? You're on Leona, okay? But now, the problem over here is that these guys, right? Like, this fight won, right? Like, they won, or they had a 3v2, right? Sorry, yeah, because you guys are fighting a 3v3 over here. Or you were fighting a 3v2, they were fighting a 3v2. Your 3v2 won because you killed Vi. Their 3v2 won because they popped Nasus ult, and your two guys now were forced to retreat all the way from here to here, and then they have to come all the way over here. Presumably Shaco can jump over the wall in like a few seconds, but that's besides the point. So now the issue is you've got these guys coming in like this way, and you don't have QSS, and Zed has his ult probably. Yeah, so that's really bad. Ideally, right, you wanna, like, Akali's probably dead. I wouldn't worry about her. I don't know how she took so much damage. I guess Vi does a lot of damage. You want to go this way and meet up with your buddies, right? Because your friends are up here, and you can just kite that way and use your friends here as like a meat shield and throw Akali to the wolves, pretty much, is what I would do. You can also alternatively cut down this way, which is a little less optimal, but those are the choices. And you got to be thinking about, okay, how do I kite Zed? Well, I probably need to use your blade. You still have blade, I believe. Yeah, you didn't use your blade, which is good, so you still have some tools to deal with Zed. And the main thing is just dealing with Zed. Nasus ult is ticking down, so if you can just avoid Nasus for a little bit, his ult won't be up and he'll do significantly less damage to you. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, so Leona is CCing you for a really long time. Okay, so I see what happened right here. So right here, you kind of panicked and tumbled this way, right? So after Leona stunned you, I still think this way would have been better. Oh, that's not what I want at all. This way would have been better because it puts... What is going on? Oh, there we go. This takes you to your base and puts you behind these two guys, but you kind of panicked and you like tumbled this way. And the problem now is like your whole team's up here, right? And you basically committed to pathing this way. You have a tower at least, so it's not a complete disaster, but it's still pretty bad. Because like all these guys are gonna see that, right? Because they're just gonna see like, oh, Vayne is completely split up from her team, and you know she's at half health, so we're just gonna go at her, right? So like, you don't want to panic when you get CC'd and stuff, like especially because these guys were all so far away, and you always want to still think about, okay, how do I get to my teammates? And the correct thing would be tumble this way, not tumble south. So, but now you have to commit to this. So you're trying to attack Leona, which is good. You got withered, which is fine, and you just start running to your tower, which is good. Okay, so Zed death marks you, right? So what do you want to be thinking? So, okay. You got Nasus, who's got to be running out of juice sometime soon, right? Like, he's got to be running out of health soon. Zed is going to ult you, and you just want to keep running this way. Right, keep running down. And you have condemn up, so like ideally if you can condemn him, you know, into like the wall, the tower, anything like that would be great. Otherwise, if you can't, like his clone is going to be like here, so try to just condemn him like this way, somewhere over here, right? So that way you as Vayne can walk like this way or something, because he can get to this clone right here, right? That's going to be behind you I was actually positioned over here because you tumbled. Okay, that perfect condemn. Okay, so you got the condemn, right? And you're just trying to attack move. Stop for the auto attack. Dodge the shuriken. It's really good. And now you've got another auto attack. Okay, you got on Zed. And you want that. Zed one more time. You pop the Banshee's Veil. Darius comes in with a sick pull. And you manage to kill them all. You die, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah. Basically, like, you aced them, so, like, that was great. You did a great job kiting, staying at max range, staying with your team. The only big difference is you put a lot of pressure on your team by going south here, instead of cutting back up to them as they were in your base. So that's something to think about in the future, just to make your team fights go